This is the Olympus LH-48B Lens Hood, which is the lens hood for the Olympus M.Zuiko 17mm F1.8. So this is a metal lens hood, so it doesn't require the lens to have a lens hood thread. You screw it on using the side screw. So I'm gonna unbox it quickly. So here's an overview of it. You can see it's completely round, and that's the screw which you use to tighten on the lens. And it's made out of metal. So I'm gonna put it on a camera and have the Olympus OMD EM5 Mark III here. So that's the way to put it on. So I find it quite difficult to put on. You almost need three hands, one to hold the camera, one to hold the lens hood, and one to tighten the screw. So this is one of my dislikes about these type of lens hoods. It's difficult to attach. So another problem is trying to remove the lens cap after you've attached the lens hood. So here I've took off the lens hood in order to be able to take off the lens cap. So I've actually found a way around doing this, but it's quite difficult. You just need to use one finger as opposed to trying to put both fingers inside the lens hood and taking off the lens cap. You just insert one finger and just squeeze the lens cap from one side. So it is possible to do it, but it's quite difficult. And obviously, if you want to put back the lens cap, then you can just put it on top of the lens and then push it down and it will go into place. So I'm just going to screw the lens hood onto the lens, but backwards, because this is how I would like to keep it if I'm carrying it in a camera bag so that it takes up less space. So this is what I would like to do, but I'm not sure whether I will do it on a regular basis because it's too much effort to detach and reattach this type of lens hood. But I just wanted to show that it is possible to attach the lens hood backward, even though it's not one of those typical lens hoods. So there you can see how much length it actually adds to the Olympus M.Zuiko 17mm F1.8. And I'm just going to show a little bit more of the close-up of the lens hood. And here you can see the name Olympus and the model number for the lens hood, which is LH-48B. So another thing about these type of lens hoods is that once you screw it onto the lens, it sits a little bit off axis because the screw that you've tightened means the lens hood will move marginally a little bit more to the left or right or whichever side the screw is on. But I don't think that's a big deal because we're talking about maybe 1 millimeter at most. And that's the screw which you use to tighten it onto the lens. And the lens hood seems to have been made in Vietnam. So one of the problems with these metal lens hoods is that if it hits something, it's more likely to damage your lens as opposed to the lens hood breaking or taking the hit and bending a little bit. So if it was a plastic lens hood, the lens hood would break or it would bend a little bit and all the force wouldn't be transferred to your lens. So there is a possibility that if you hit this lens hood against something, it will bend the top part of the lens, which obviously has the filter thread there. So if that happens, then you probably won't be able to use filter threads on that lens afterwards. Anyway, there isn't much to say about this lens hood, but if you have any questions or if you want me to talk through any other aspect of this or show any other lens hood, then let me know.